Next topic, it is distribution of major industries. We are going to see next topic, that is distribution of major industries. The world major industries are the iron and steel industry, the textile industry and information technology industry. Please underline what are the major industries in the world. That is iron and steel industry, textile industry and information technology industry. Iron and steel and textile industry are the older industries, while information technology is an emerging industry. So the iron and steel industry now, after 16th century or 17th century onwards, we know we are using different machines. Before that, traditional methods was there for iron and steel industry as well as cotton industry. So these industries are very older industries, and the new industry, that is emerging industry, which one it is? Information technology. Please underline. Then here in left side it is given, do you know, emerging industries are also known as the sunrise industries. Emerging industries means the newly developing industries are known as sunrise industries, and these includes information technology, wellness, hospitality and knowledge. These are the industries nowadays it is developing very faster. Then what do you mean by emerging industries? Which is started now in the recently started or developing industries are known as emerging industries. What is the another name for that? Sunrise industries. And examples, IT industry, then wellness, hospitality, knowledge, etc. Then the countries in which iron and steel industry is located are Germany, USA, China, Japan and Russia. The major iron and steel industry located in which countries? Please underline: Germany, USA, China, Japan and Russia. Textile industry is concentrated in India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. Then textile industry, it may be cotton or jute or silk, like that, different industries. It is concentrated in which countries? India, Hong Kong, South Korea, Japan and Taiwan. The major hub of the information technology industry are the Silicon Valley of the Central California and the Bangalore region of India. That is the third industry what we discussed already. Sunrise industry or emerging industry, that is IT. Where is the hub of that one, or the located place, concentrated place? Central California, that is in Silicon Valley, and the Bangalore region of India. Then we are moving to next topic, that is iron and steel industry. Like other industries, iron and steel industry too comprise various inputs, process and output. That already we discussed what is known as input or process and output. We are calling it is industrial system. This is a feeder industry whose products are used as raw material for other industries. Then iron and steel industry, what is the speciality of this one? It is a feeder industry. With the help of iron and steel industry, again it is going to different factories to make different things. For example, it may be a knife at home, or a plate at home, or it is a tractor in the farming land, or it is a bus on the road, like that. For different purpose it is going. Then the inputs are the industry includes raw materials such as iron ore, coal and limestone, along with labor, capital, site and other infrastructure. So the industry, this iron and steel industry inputs, what are the inputs? Underline raw materials like iron ore, coal and limestone. These three things it is needed for to make a iron. From iron ore we want to purify that one, and we want to smelt it, and we want to purify it, and we want to make it in the form, it may be liquid or the dried one. For that purpose we need three things: iron ore, coal and limestone. With that we need labor, capital, means land and other infrastructure. The process of converting iron ore into steel involves many stages. There are many stages, means from the iron ore, if the iron ore reached the company, from that to get the pure iron, there are many stages for that. The raw material is put into the blast furnace, where it undergoes melting. Then what is smelting? It is given in the side glossary. It is a process in which metal are extracted from their ores by heating beyond the melting point. It is becoming the iron is becoming melted form, and we are separating iron ore and other waste. Okay, so it is the first process, smelting. Smelting means we are making it melted with by giving heat, and it is then refined. The output obtained is steel, which may be used by other industries as raw material. That already we discussed for a bus or a tractor or a knife at home. Like that, for different purpose, they are that companies again they are taking iron from the iron and steel company or smelting area, and they are producing different things. And here it is given the picture in that explain what happened, how we are making steel. 8 coal, then 4 tons of iron ore plus 1 ton of limestone equal 1 ton steel. If we want to get 1 ton of steel, how much we want to give input? We want to give 8 tons of coal, then 4 tons of iron ore and 1 ton of limestone. If we are giving as an input, then we will get the output of 1 ton of steel. Then steel is tough and it can easily be shaped. Even though it is a tough metal, but very easily we can shape, and we can cut and made into wires also. Even though it is a tough metal, we can make shape it very easily, we can cut it very easily, as well as we can make in the form of wire. Especially alloy of steel can be made by adding small amount of other metals such as aluminum, nickel and copper. And how we are doing all these things? If we are taking the steel, purified steel, with that we are adding aluminum or nickel, copper, then what will happen? It will become more stronger. Alloys give steel unusual hardness, toughness and ability to resist rust. Otherwise, in olden days, if you was bringing one piece of iron and keeping outside for some days, it will get rust. And if it is coated with or mixed with this nickel or copper or aluminum, this it will get the power to resist against the rust. Then it is becoming more harder and more tough. Steel is often called backbone of modern industry. Please underline, steel is often called the backbone of modern industry. Why it is that we are going to see. Almost everything we use is neither made up of iron or steel or has been made with the tools and machinery of these metal. So why we are calling iron and steel industry as a backbone of the modern industry? Because if you want to make something, for example, if you want to make a aluminum vessel or a slipper, we want to use what the iron products. It may be directly we are producing from iron and steel, or we are using the tools or the machinery to make that particular product. For example, carpenter, he is using the cutting blade and other things, that is also made up of iron. So like, even though it is a small thing and it is very cheap thing, then also we can see that one we are in need of iron in our life, day to day life. Ships, trains, trucks and autos are made largely of steel. Even the safety pin and the needles you use are made from steel. Oil wells are drilled with steel machinery. Steel pipeline transport oil. Minerals are mined with steel equipments. Farm machines are mostly steel. Large buildings have steel framework. So if we are looking each and everything from a small safety pin to the hardest machines we are using, up to there we are in need of iron. So what we are calling it, iron and steel industry is known as the backbone of modern industry. Used to ask us a 5-mark question, so you can write why we are calling it and with some of the examples. Then Before 1800 AD, iron and steel industry was located where the raw materials, power supply and running water was easily available. The location in olden days we was thinking about where we are getting the raw materials nearby and where we will get the power means coal. Then that time we was using coal. Then the running availability of the running water. Later the ideal location for the industry was near coal field and close to canal and railway. Same condition. Only thing we are not thinking about the raw material because if you want to produce 1 ton of steel, we are in need of only 4 tons of steel. And when we are comparing with that, we are in need of 8 tons of coal. So that's why what we are doing nowadays, we are locating the industry, iron and steel industry near to the and we are thinking the transportation through water because it is a heavy industry. After 1950, iron and steel industry began to locate on large areas of flat land near seaport. And then now in the present day what we are thinking, again we are thinking the where we can locate, it is no need of thinking about coal and iron ore. Instead of that, transportation is the maximum because it is a bulky raw material, also bulky, and the finished products also bulky thing. Then this is because by this time steel works had become very large and iron ore had to be imported from overseas. Nowadays we are thinking like that if it is India or some other countries, we are purchasing this ore from other countries. So we want to transport that one very easily. That's why nowadays we are thinking about near to the seaport. Then very easily we can collect it and after making the product we can send it. In India, iron and steel industry was developed taking advantages of raw materials, cheap labor, transport and market. In India, why we are developing the iron and steel industry? Because presence of raw material and cheap labor, transport and market. Please underline. All the important steel producing centers such as Bhilai, Durgapur, Baranpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro are situated in the region that spread over 4 states: West Bengal, Jharkhand, Orissa and Chhattisgarh. Then Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are the steel centers utilizing local resources. What are the major steel centers of India? Steel and iron industrial area. Please underline: Bhilai, Durgapur, Baranpur, Jamshedpur, Rourkela, Bokaro. That are in the which area? West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh area. Then we are having here in South India, Bhadravati and Vijayanagar in Karnataka, Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, Salem in Tamil Nadu are the other important steel centers utilizing resources. And when you are going to study in detail again in 10th standard, that time we will study which port we are using for steel export and import and which type of steel we are exporting and importing. Like that many details you will study in 10th standard. Okay, we will continue in next video.